أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. I very much appreciate your attendance. This is sohbet categories of lecture, I would say. Sohbet is written in Turkish like that. In Arabic, it is suhbetun, but as I said many times, this ta turns into this ta in Urdu, in Turkish, in Persian, sohbet, which means discourse. I think one of the nearest concept of discourse. I mean, as taken subjects, presenting subjects to the audience, to the people. It may be sitting, it may be standing, it may be sipping teas, different types, different levels, different ways. Majlis, I mentioned earlier, emali, majalis, sitting, sessions. This could be poetic, this could be tarihi, history, this could be Sufi, Sufism, Zawiya, Takya, sohbet. It makes a person really get into the core of the subjects by the specialized people. In my mind, thinking about what we had before in Istanbul, like professors, writers, poets, colleagues, 3, 4, 5 of them come together. They sit in summer under the tree, Bayezid, Çınaraltı, Bayezid Mosque in Istanbul, Çınaraltı, next to that there is oak tree. They discuss with each other, share experiences with each other. People, others listen. Very rarely question and answer, but that is what exchanging, discussing, saying subjects in a relaxed situation, not really sticking to this and that strictly. No assignments, no homework, nothing. So that is what it is. We began these categories, and first subject was Madhhab. I am summarizing Madhhab. Madhhabs. This is za in Arabic, this is H, Madhhab. School of thought, schools. Shafiism is Madhhab, Hanafism is Madhhab, Malikism is Madhhab. Okay? Shiaism could not be considered as a Madhhab, bigger than Madhhab, covers other Madhhabs. Maturidism is Madhhab, Ash'arism is Madhhab, Mu'tazilism is Madhhab. So, I am just repeating to continue my subjects. Now, I said that there is a hadith, hadith Jibril. Jibril in human form came to Prophet, sat next to that. Everybody was sitting, listening, watching. He said, what is Iman, Mal Iman? Then the Prophet said, you believe in Allah, in prophets, in the books. So, Amantu billahi wa malaikati wa kutubihi. So, then Mal Islam. What is Islam? Then the Prophet answered to that person, Islam is you pray namaz, salah, saum, fasting, hajj, 5 articles. Then Mal Ihsanu, what is Ihsan? Then he answered that you worship Allah as you see him. You are watching him. You cannot see him, he can see you. You can feel like that. So these three categories, mal iman. Iman is i'tiqad, aqidah, credo. Amal is mal Islam is amali mazhabs. We will go to that. So last week I touched this subject. Today I will continue. So mal iman. What is iman? About credo, the schools of thought, mazhabs are main three mazhabs. There are many sub-mazhabs, but three of them I will write here. Our sohbat will be, our discourse will be scholarly, but common way, trying to bring to common level. So I want to stick to scholarship. So this is i'tiqadi, mazhabs, i'tiqadi, i'tiqadi mazhabs, aqidah, credo. We studied earlier in our website somewhere. Amin al-Fiqh al-Akbar, Aqidat al-Tahawi, Aqaid Nasafiyya, Amr Badul Amali, 4 Risala. We studied in word by word and explained in English. It must be somewhere. We studied before. I studied before a few times with my class in Sufa, in IQA. Some of the students memorized. That is the area. That is believing in Allah, believing in prophets, in the books, angels, in the hereafter. What is hereafter? Each has details. So that is the i'tiqadi. So i'tiqadi schools of thought, three. Okay. First one, which I will explain here, is which one? Let me write. First one, let me erase this part. Madhhab, I am writing this. Madhhab, plural, i'tiqadiyya. I'tiqadi mazhabs. I'tiqadi, aqidah mazhabs. Okay? This is good to be able to write this, learn. These words pass in Quran. So these are important. From my mazhab is plural of mazhab. I explained last week. Mazhab, mansarun, minsarun, manasirun. Okay. Now, I said three mazhab. First one is here. Okay, let me write from my notes. Abu Al-Hasan Ali Al-Ash'ari. I will write in English here to help you. Abu, this is like apostrophe. Abu, this is L. Ha, San, This is A, Li, Al, Ash, A, Ri, this A, Ri, long. First one. What is his date? Let me write where? Let me write here, here, here. 260, born 324, death. This is Basra. This is Baghdad. Death, Baghdad. Baghdad. This is Basra. Destroyed Basra today. How bad it is. Kufa, Basra, destroyed. They were science centers of Islamic sciences. From that small area, I visited that area, very small area. What scholarship, grammar, Nahu, established Kufa, Basra. There is Charles Pella, French scholar, I met him. Master of Arabic grammar. Whether he is alive, I don't know. He has written Milio Basrian, Milio Kufian. المحيط البصري المحيط الكوفي. Basra environment, Kufa environment. Grammatically, what word they, what kind of grammar they had, what kind. Grammar, Nahu, definitely Sarf included, established in that area. There was no Sarf, no Nahu before. For Quran, for Islam, for Deen. Yes. So, Abu Hassan Ali al-Ash'ari, this is all AD. AH, after Hijrah. Hijri, we put here, that means Hijri. So, Abu Hassan Ali al-Ash'ari, 260 after the Prophet, born, died 324. First quarter of 4th century, died. Death date is important in scholarship. Why? Because when they are early, they get education. They produce, they become senior after 40. So after 40, so at least not birthday date, but death date needs to be kept in mind, because that is the time they contribute the books and things like that. If we cannot keep both, death time, death date, wafayat in Arabic. I teach other things. I tell all the time, I teach other things. Wafayat, anybody who is interested, he will get a lot of things from my class. This is wafayat. Wafayat. Death. Wafaya, tawafaya. Wafat. Death. Wafayat. In the books, Abu al-Fida, Tarikh, توفي, وفيات. توفي, died, blah, blah, blah. In this year died this scholar, that scholar, that scholar. Wafayat is very important. Okay. Now this is the first one. Aqidah. Like, let me repeat. What is Aqidah? Iman. Allah. Allah, but believing in Allah, what? Allah has 99 names. What 99 names means? They are opposite to each other sometimes. Qabid pulls. Basit spreads. Opposite to each other. Jalal, Zul Jalal, majestic, powerful, strong, like. Zul Jamal, just opposite, beautiful, soft. Hilm, Halim, soft, lenient. Aziz, strong. What that means? What that means? What that means? I mean, believing in Allah has details. It's a big book. Sifatullah, Sifat Zatiyah, Sifat Subutiyah. We studied that in that. So it is angels. Who is angel? What is the difference than Satan, than details? Hereafter, qabr, graves, questions. But who? Resurrection, what? Who? Jahannam, Jannah, Hisab, what is that? It has details. These are all related with Aqidah. These are all related with Aqidah. Aqidah, creed. Credo. I'tiqad, same word. Aqidah, i'tiqad. I'tiqad. So, these 3rd century after the death of the Prophet, a school of thought, a discipline developed, ascribed by this Abu Hassan Ali al-Ash'ari, who has views about that, explanations about that, and others, so it became a school of thought, a madhhab, a sect, if you like, denomination, if you like. Yes. Now, second one. Here. Let me write here. Abu Mansur. Muhammad al-Maturidi. Abu Mansur. This is Sad with dot. Mansur, long, Muhammad, Muha, let me shorten, this is Ha, al-Maturidi. Ma, to, ri, long, di. So what is the date? $280. Born. 333. Death. Hijri. After Hijrah. Where he was born? ما تريد ما a small village. Where is it? Bukhara. Bukhara. In Bukhara. Where did he die? Samarkand. Sorry for my bad. Samarkand. Qand. Qand could be candy. The word candy has related with Qand. Qand, candy, in English, candy. Also could be related with Kent, city. I am afraid in English, Kent could be also related with that Kent. Muslims always in the history, Arabs in the history, had relation with West, with Byzantine. Words traveled. Yes. Alexander the Great from Macedonia, North Africa, Europe, Czechoslovakia, Bulgaria, Greece, North Africa, Arabia, Afghanistan, Pakistan. In Afghanistan. There are people, area in Afghanistan called Kafiristan, Pakistan-Afghanistan border, remnant of the army of Alexander the Great. They speak Greek, Old Greek. They are not Muslim. I never heard any Muslim worked on them. I saw an American professor about 40 plus years ago in Cambridge University in England lecturing. Lived over there at the top of the mountain, carved homes from rocks. These anthropologists learned their languages. I was listening. I said, Ummah, where is Ummah? Where are we? Where are they? Somebody else. In Cambridge, there was a meeting in the university. A professor, I forgot his name, who prepared the catalog of gems, like ruby, like zeberjet, like other pearl or other stones or gems existing in British Museum. So this guy is standing over there. He has catalog. What is the quality, where that found, how big it is, how small, what kind of ruby is that, how many rubies are there in the world. History. Oh. So he showed us Biruni's slide. Biruni al-Biruni grave, inscriptions, writings on the grave. Arabic. So he looked, are you in Islamic studies? I said, yeah, we are all in Islamic studies. Okay. So there were people from Sudan, judge in Sudan, somebody like they are scholars in England in research or something. I was youngest man. So they, can you read these texts? Looks like a leaf. Yeah, okay. Looks like, of course, looks like stick. No problem. Looks like, read it. Nobody could read. Then he began to read, shakir. We said, yeah, correct. Yeah. Where is Ummah? Where are we? In Turkish we have a proverb. Dost acı söyler. Good friend tells bitter. Tells the words bitter. Bitter words. Difficult to swallow, but you need to swallow. Okay, Maturid. Maturid is a small village in Bukhara somewhere. Samarkand is a city, Uzbekistan, today. So, this is Abul Hassan Ali Maturidi. Now, I may squeeze perhaps. Let me squeeze here. Third one will be a little difficult, but was no. Okay, yeah. Mu'tazila. This is the name of the Mu'tazila. Mu'tazilatun. Mu'tazila. Now, the person who establishes Wasil bin son of Ata. Wasil bin son of Ata. Okay, what is the date? Okay, we have only this is the date. No, this is 331. I think it is 331. I will check later on. If that is wrong, I will give you the correct Hijri. Now, these are the main mazahib i'tiqadiyah. Let me sit now, go over. Last week, I said that Jumhur ulama, majority of ummah, agreed, ittifaq, about these mazhabs. I'tiqadi mazhabs, we will go to amali mazhabs, actions, next perhaps week. Credo, about belief, details, all based, these three based in Kitab and Sunnah, the book. I said before, I am repeating, it is very important. The Prophet was Prophet 23 years, day and night. Prophet messenger, when he was asleep, when he was walking, when he was sitting, when he was talking, when he was sleeping, all the time. He did not act all the time same way. He did not say all the time same way. So there was differences in his talk, in his explanation. Whatever he insisted, said, don't do other way, do this way, don't say other way, do this, say this way, no problem. But whatever he didn't do after his death, Sahaba, Khulafa Rashidin, Ashab were having each one a little different views, understanding how the Prophet did, how the Prophet said, what he meant. So, some said, this is what I understand, others said, this is what we understand. Then after them, tabi'in, scholars developed sciences, some siding these lines, some siding these lines. So, itiqadi mazhabs, amali mazhabs, all mazhabs, Sunni understanding based on the practice of Prophet Muhammad, based on Kitab and Sunnah. It is a fact. It is sociologic. It is Ummah's development. Since there were different views, different understanding during the time of the Prophet, what Ummah scholars agreed, developed, that also is Ummah's thing, is legitimate. So, if somebody denies mazhabs, he is wrong. Why he is wrong? He is challenging other side of the Prophet's practice. He is disrespecting other side of Prophet's words without knowing. He doesn't know. Who knows today all hadith? I could bring from their Bukhari, this big, with Shuruh, this big, Muslim, this big, another book, Sunan Abu Dawud, Kutub Sittah, six volumes we can put here. Who knows today what is in it, in detail? Anybody? Not at all. Never. Not in the, nobody living in this world who knows. Cannot know. Would not know. Saudis, North Africa, South Africa, America, big scholar, great scholar. No, they don't know. They cannot know. They can do research. They can have books and day and night, yeah. Research done by Madhhab scholars. 1 million scholars followed Ash'ari. Another million followed Maturidi. This is Ash'arism, this is Maturidism. Almost all Hanafis are Maturidi, by the way. All Hanafis are Maturidi. All other mazhabs ascribe themselves in Aqidah. Other mazhabs like Maliki, Shafi'i, they are Shafi'is, Ash'aris. They have different views. I am not going to go into detail. We studied that in the books. We cannot go into detail. My subject, my thing is, what is the rationale of mazhab, what mazhab means, how important mazhab is. So mazhabs, itiqadi mazhabs, amali mazhabs. Amali mazhabs we will come. Hanafi, Shafi'i, Maliki. Mal-Islamu. I am just summarizing, touching here and there a little about these mazhabs. Each Ash'ari Madhhab has a lot, perhaps 1 million, 2 million scholars developed. Inside, they argued a lot. Maturidi, inside they argue a lot. They are all Maturidi, but arguing a lot. This is Aqidah, this is intellectual subjects. No practice. I can give you an example. People killed each other to answer this question just after the death of Prophet Muhammad. What is that? Khalqul Quran. Khalqul Quran. Khalq, creation, al-Quran. Is Quran created? Not created. When you say we are created, human being is created. Was not there, created. Who created? Allah. Okay. Okay. We are created. Word is created. Table is created. Everything is created. Allah is created? No. Allah is creator. Okay. What about Allah's word? Allah's word? Was Allah like at the beginning? His word, his saying, his kalam was not there? Then later on he created his word, attached himself. Is it like that? Or his kalam, his word, was there with him with no beginning? This is a big subject. Everybody has different views, and what the Prophet said, Quran said, did he say clearly? We don't know. Yes, that not. They argued with each other. Khalqul Quran. When you say Khalqul Quran is makhluq, like created, then you are ascribing Allah something makhluq. Cannot be. Because Allah said, Allahu Samad. Allah does not have anything addition, does not need anything, could not be attached to anything to him. What are you doing? Oh, so don't do it. What are you going to pick? Okay, do you have paper here? Quran, paper, ink, paper. Oh, is this paper not created or created? I mean, big subject, big subject. I am reading Bismillah. 5 minutes ago, I did not have this voice, Bismillah. Now I am saying, it is coming from me. But this word, what is coming? Sound. Is that created? Yes. But its content in it, Quran, created. If you say created, you are attaching Allah. If you don't say created, big subject. People killed each other in the history. Another word. Allah is knower. Allah is doer, fa'al. Okay? 99 names of Allah and more. Sifat. Sifatullah. Is this Sifatullah from no beginning with Allah, or later on he became like that? Is Sifatullah Aynul Zat, Ghayrul Zat? Aynul Zat, exactly with the self of Allah, self of Allah, self. Philosophy, what is self, what is not self. I mean, people fought with each other. Difficult, but developed a school. Ash'ari, okay. Another school, Maturidi, developed about that area. Then, this Wasil bin Ata Wasil bin Ata here, this person, was with this group. He, later on, he did not like their method. So, اعتزل. Now I am writing here, at the top. اعتزل. عزلت, عزل, pulled himself, isolated himself. واصل ibn Ata, واصل, this person. This person pulled himself from this, pulled himself, he became Mu'tazila, pulling aside Madhhab. Why? Because they said Allah's another taqdir, destiny. Allah fixed. We have, human beings have no big choice, no freedom that much. These two. I mean, we have freedom, but I am not going to explain in detail. Wasil said, no. Since Allah, because Allah is punishing us, we are free to do whatever. When we select bad, He is punishing. In order Him to punish us, since this is what He is saying, we must have freedom. Do good, not like angels. We are all forced or cannot do evil or something. So because of that, he pulled himself. That is why West, Orientalist, French, English, German, they like Mu'tazila a lot. Everybody asks about Mu'tazila. If they know pastors, priests, anything about Islam, they ask about Shia, because they like Shia. They don't like Shia, but Shia is like different than Sunni. Are you Sunni? Are you Shia? Okay, we are Sunnis. Then what about Mu'tazila? Yeah, Mu'tazila, because this is what they know. Because like it's more American type of freedom. They are not like that, but it is something very favorable. When you see a young boy, somebody studying in Harvard or somewhere, Islam doing master, watch. Many of them be around Mu'tazila. Yes, because they have this interest of Mu'tazila. In France, I believe there is Studia Islamica, a magazine. In West, Indo-Pakistanis, no Pakistanis, Bangladeshi, everybody. There were Royal Asiatic Journal, England, 100 years ago, 200 years ago. Articles from Bangladesh, articles from India, articles from South Africa, Studia Islamica. I mean, this magazine must be scanned. Articles, read. We need to, we don't have. Sufa, university, we need to have scholars who dwell in the articles 100 years, 200 years ago, written articles in West, French, English, German, and find the answers, write a big book. Islam in America. Shock. Give the references, criticize them knowingly. Don't be preacher in the mosque. Leave mosque me. Do tough job. Go over there in archive. Live over there 10 years, 15 years. Dig in. Be scholar. Leave preaching to me. You are grabbing my preaching, others preaching and pausing, not going over there, mashallah. Yeah. Ummah needs scholars who will study this Mu'tazila, the West, very interested in this Mu'tazila. So, I'tazala Wasil ibn Ata, Wasil bin Ata pulled himself from Mu'tazila, I'tazala, Mu'tazila, Ya'tazilu, Yu'tazalu. But, I am telling you, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, each one has bulk of literature. Details. Abu Zahra, one of the great scholars in Egypt, passed away. Abu Zahra, I am writing here, Abu Zahra. He has Usul al-Fiqh book, he has other books, Abu Zahra. Al-Madhhab, Madhabs al-Islamiyya. Islami Madhhab. Here. There are many books like that. But it is, first volume is about this aqaid. These Mu'tazila and others, perhaps I would say hundreds different versions. Qadariyya, Jabriyya, other small differences from each other. They oppose this way, they oppose this way, they oppose this way. But bulk, Sunni, definitely two aqaidi mazhabs are agreed upon by Ummah scholars. Jamahir al-ulama, Jumhur, bulk, majority of ulama, Islamic literature. Who are there? Ash'ari, Maturidi. Ash'ari, Maturidi. Quran says, Yadullahi, Allah sent. Fawqa aydihim, above their head. But Allah sent. What is Allah? Does Allah have hands? How to interpret that one? Many, they said, Qudratullah, Allah's qudra. Hand means power. Allah's qudrat. Okay. Quran says, He has created sky and earth. ثُمَّ اسْتَوَى, then He balancedly sat على العرش, upon throne. Did Allah sit on throne? Does He have a physical body? No. What is this? How to interpret? Somebody said this way, somebody said this way. The Prophet himself did not interpret all of that. If he had interpreted, told us, clearly we would not argue with each other. But did not, sir, did not. He passed away. Scholars now, how can we do? So, what I am saying, these aqaidi mazhabs, aqaid, iman, angels, prophets, akhirat, azabul qabr. I mean, there is a big row going on sometimes. Is azab in qabr? Torture in qabr? Azabul qabr haqqun in the books. Azab in qabr, haqq, is true. It is written, we read this. Somebody, now it is interesting century, online, somebody, there is nothing like that. Whether that person is Muslim, not Muslim, you don't know. He may be pastor, Coptic pastor in Egypt. He can teach you Arabic from left to right, not from right to left. Everybody can teach from right to left, from left to right. This is Turkish proverb. But He will not say, I'm not Muslim, so he will put some information over there, crush you, drag you into argument, crush you like that. Then you will submit, you will fight with me. When I say Azabul Qabri Haqqun, you will fight with me based on somebody else's. Today is, scholarship is very, very solid, strong, well-trained, needs to be Muslim scholars. But how? Where? Where? How? These are Aqaidi mazhabs. There are a lot of other mazhabs. Some of them are batil, some of them are half batil, some of them are not correct, some of them are correct. Issue. This is not my area at all. I want to summarize. Mazahib-i I'tiqadiyya we studied last week. It was after introduction, what is mazhab? Everything based on the Prophet's time. Mazhabs are facts of sociological facts. Denying mazhabs is really arrogance. It is a beautiful, millions of scholars, best minds of Ummah developed intellectually these subjects, other subjects too. Today, scholarship, imams, muezzins, and alims, second level, third level. It was not like that before. Ottoman Empire time, to be an imam in Blue Mosque, in Sultan Ahmed mosques, 10 times higher than President, Sultan, or Sadrazam, Prime Minister. Sultan, Prime Minister could shake, tremble when they used to come in their hudur. They used to come in, listen, no argument. Very well established. Today it's pushed, pulled, and Ummah is suffering. That is why these are products of best minds of Ummah, centuries, 13th century, 12th century, millions of scholars. Who are you not to know, not to agree? If you are ignorant, you study, learn. But you don't study, you don't know nothing, and you yourself, like ignoring, how arrogance. This is what is happening in the street, in the mosque. People are like that. I think we will conclude at this point, inshallah. Next week we